So the Baby Lock Accolade comes with a fantastic bundle. Today, I'm going to go through all the different things that are in the bundle, but most importantly, I'm going to talk about the awesome foot kit and kind of what these feet do, because if you don't know, how can you covet them, right? I'm Cathy, and this is Sewing Tech Talk. So the giveaway for today's video is this great pack of embroidery thread. Every time you like, share, or comment, you're entered for a chance to win. I know it's embroidery thread, but you can totally use it on a serger. So check back in a couple days to claim your prize. Now, let's get to the bundle that comes with the Baby Lock Accolade. All kinds of cool stuff. But what does it do? What is it for? Why is it awesome? So I'm going to talk about the thread. I'm going to talk about the instructions that come with it. But most importantly, we're going to review the different feet and attachments that come in a great kit that comes with the bundle with the Accolade. Now, if you get the Accolade, the bundle comes with. If you already have an 8-thread serger from Baby Lock or any other serger from Baby Lock, you can adopt any of these accessories, of course. And it's kind of important to know what they do and what they're for. So stay tuned, even if you've already adopted your Accolade, because you'll need to know all this cool stuff that makes the serging experience just that much more. So first and foremost, let's dive in. I want to look at the Decora box, is the decorative thread that comes with the bundle for the Baby Lock Accolade. It is an awesome collection of absolutely stunningly beautiful thread. This is a rayon thread by Madeira. This is one side. There's also variegated threads on the other side. Now, this is a 12 weight. And you could totally use this not just in your serger, but in your sewing machine as well. And it gives beautiful results. It even comes with special needles for your sewing machine. So I'm going to use it in some of my samples today. Here are a couple of the different variegated colors. Really, really, really beautiful thread, and it's going to be something that when you explore the decorative things that your serger can do, this thread's going to really shine. Also, what comes with the machine is the stretch bulk thread. What is this? Well, you might know of it as woolly nylon, and it's great for sewing athleisure wear. It's very soft, so if you use it in the loopers of your serger, the seam is very, very soft, very, very stretchy, and it covers beautifully. Rolled edges of napkins, all kinds of different stuff, and beautiful, beautiful colors. And this is especially nice stuff. I've used it in a couple samples today, and here's one of the shy retiring colors that comes with the kit, and I'm going to use that so that you can see. Now, also what comes with the bundle. Now, the machine it's very easy to thread. It comes with a quick reference guide. The machine also comes with a Love of Knowledge, which is some online classes to take you through all kinds of different ways to use your machine. It also comes with an inspiration guide. Now, the owner's manual, which also comes with, it's written by engineers. And it's really, really good, has really nice illustrations. But the inspiration guide, written by people who know how to sew. And it takes a lot of these things that I'm going to be showing you today to the absolute next level. So it's important to know when you get your stuff that make your serger work great, it's important to know how to use them. So I like the inspiration guide. I like the information that's available to me, but I'm a sewer and I'm very visual. So I have a handout for each one of my videos. So today's is a little bit unique. In my handout today, I tell you how to create what I call my lookbook. It's really just a 3-ring binder, and I have pages for you to print out. I'm going to show you some samples of what the feet can do today, and I put the page in the page protector, put my sample in there, because sometimes I just need a visual to see what this foot can do and what it's going to look like. Pictures are great, instructions are super wonderful, but sometimes I just need to see it. So that's your handout. Don't forget to go get it. Click on the link below. And oh, this is that variegated Decora thread. Isn't it pretty? That's the wide cover stitch on the Baby Lock Accolade. It decorates the binder really cool. So now, let's start to take a deep dive into some of these feet. This is the foot kit that comes with the bundle, and it is pretty neat. It has a great little carrying case and little like removable zippered pockets that's going to hold all your different feet. There's even some empty ones if you want to add some additional feet. And we're going to go through all of these different feet today, but I wanted to show you that the case is really, really nice, and it also comes with an additional instruction book. Now, this instruction book goes through each one of the feet in great detail. Now, you could take these and put them in your lookbook, and but they're on two-sided, and it doesn't work quite as well for me. Totally do it if you want to. The pages you can print out, you can make notes on them and not mark up your book. So that is a good overview of what the kit looks like. Let's talk about each of the different feet, shall we? Oh my goodness. Okay, now Serger feet. There are feet that fit on the machine, and then there are attachments. What attachments do is they prepare the fabric before it comes under the foot. And sometimes you can kind of combine the two, maybe a certain foot with a certain attachment, but that's getting into much better detail that we're going to today. Let's just see what each of these feet do. And I have my sample already in with my foot, so I don't get all 16 of my samples all messed up. Let's start in no particular order with the different feet that come with the machine bundle. Okay, so the very first one is the blind hem foot. Now, the blind hem foot, who knew that you could do a blind hem on a Serger? But you can. So this foot has a guide, and you can do several different stitches. The Accolade does 87 different stitch combinations, but I did a flat lock, and when you open it on up, oh my goodness, you can literally see how pretty that blind hem is. Now, it's not as blind as a blind hem would be on a sewing machine, but say you're doing something large, a big home deck project, a bed skirt, something where you need all kinds of beautiful hemming, and you don't have want to do a lot of time. It comes out very flat, so the blind hem foot is something that works really, really well on the Serger, and you can use it to adjust this guide. You can use it for some other stuff too. So that's our foot number one in the foot hit parade, the blind hem foot. Now, the lace applicator foot. This one is a little deceptive because a lot of people, how many of you out there are putting lace on the bottom of stuff? I mean, that's a great technique, right? But we're not necessarily making lingerie, although some of us are. So the lace applicator foot, its job is to do lace to join, to help you join two pieces together. But think of it this way, it doesn't have to be lace. It could be a ribbon, it could be a trim. Also, I use this foot when I'm doing 1/4 inch piecing on the Serger. That's right, you can piece a quilt on a Serger using that 3-thread narrow overlock. And this little guide that helps you adjust that lace going along the edge, well, you can adjust it for the perfect 1/4 inch seam. Who knew? So the lace applicator foot, pretty cool foot, and does more than just lace. Now, the beading foot. This foot, when you need it, you need it. Imagine you're wanting to add something along the edge of a piece of fabric. It is made, look at how pretty that is, it is made to take a string of beads and using the rolled hem, add beads along the edge of a piece of fabric. Now, this is a piece of cotton fabric. Imagine a bridal veil. Along the total edge of the bridal veil, you can come along and add those beads to it using invisible monofilament thread. Oh my gosh, I don't care how big that bridal veil is, at the speed of a Serger, it goes on really, really fast. And it's a beautiful, elegant finish. You could also use it by putting cording in the channel and add like yarn to the edge, or that rayon piping on the edge of an item, or the edge of a pillow, a piece of decorative rope. It's really a cool foot for adding anything along the edge, and it fits right in that channel. So that is the beading foot. Now, the Pintuck Foot. Oh my goodness. This foot helps the serger put on let me get the foot out here. This serger helps the machine do a pin tuck. Now a pin tuck is a raised tuck. Let me get my sample out. It's a little wrinkly, but it's that raised tuck. And you're using the narrow cover stitch to create that. Isn't that pretty? Coming that right along there. It has two accessories with the foot though. One of them is a little guide for guiding yarn into the bottom of that pin tuck. I'll show you the back and you can see. See the back? Now this is the traditional pin tuck. I've added a piece of cotton yarn into the bottom. The foot guides it in perfectly, and you can see that not only fills up that pin tuck, but it adds a shadow of color through this lightweight fabric. It's really cool. I can imagine it on the bottom of a skirt or home decor. It would be beautiful to do a series of those, or make your own fabric. What a great way to add texture to fabric. Now, the elastic foot. This foot is also a little bit deceiving. How does it work? Well, it's made to help you add elastic along the edge. What it has a guide that's totally adjustable, and you can turn this tension knob on the front, and that holds the elastic back as you sew. So that's what it kind of looks like as you're sewing it onto, as you're serging it onto the fabric. Why is this cool? Well, after you do that, you can take it, fold it over, and either using the chain stitch available on the Accolade or your sewing machine, you can create a casing that is just awesome. Pull on pants, pull on skirts, clothes for toddlers. You can even put a casing, use this casing and add an extra string in there. You can almost make a pair of pants or skirt faster than you can wash them. So that's an awesome foot. But did I tell you there's a hidden trick? This foot also has a special double set of openings and a special aperture on the bottom, so you can make your own wire edge ribbon, or say you want to put in some fishing line to the edge of fabric. Why would you do that? Well, it gives you that beautiful lettuce edge. We're getting back to bridal decor, or the edge of a knit top, or a ruffle on a little girl's dress. But you can totally make wire edge ribbon also. Imagine the holiday decor you could do when you can make ribbon out of just about anything that you want to. So the elastic foot has a hidden talent. Here we go. We're going through them all. The ruffling foot. Oh my goodness. Now I told you these are not in any order. Some of them are more my favorites than others, but I really like this ruffling foot. So what the ruffling foot does is you can add a ruffle to you can just ruffle a piece of fabric, of course, but you can add a ruffle to the bottom of a flat piece of fabric in one pass. Now this foot is specially designed to push the fabric closer to the feed dogs. The Baby Lock Accolade has a great differential feed, and it's one of the amazing exclusive features on the machine that it has a full feature differential feed mechanism, right? And so this foot just helps it do just that much more gathering, but it also lets you sew something flat to something gathered in one pass. It's a real time saver. Now, here's another foot with a double life. It's the cording foot. Now, if you've ever made home decor, or you've been hesitant to add cording to the edge of a project, why? Because when I sew it with a sewing machine, even with a really good zipper foot, it's hard to get that stitching right next to the piping, right? It always seems to show. And when I go out and I look to purchase cording, it's never the color I want. So it's super simple to make your own cording on the machine using this foot. Literally, it covers the cord and as a finished edge. You want to do the cording and insert it at the same time? No problem. The foot also helps you do that. There's the corded seam. there's the inside. This is one pass, my friends, and you can't see where it joins. So your sewing machine might be lonely when it comes to home decor, because you really can make that cord really a perfect application in one shot. But wait, there's more. Did you know a serger can put in a zipper? It's true. A zipper can be inserted using the cording foot, because that zipper pull, when the zipper's opened up, fits right into the opening of the bottom of the cording foot. And you literally can sew the zipper in, overcast the edge of the fabric. Look at this on the back is that the woolly knot, the bulk stretch thread that I talked about. Look at how you can't feel it, but it's so soft. And it's actually, I would use a matching color, but look at how professional that finish is. You say you want a zipper that's a little bit more lapped? No problem. Just bring that one part over, top stitch it down with your sewing machine, and you have an incredibly professional zipper insertion. But wait, there's more. It just keeps going. So let's see what else. Oh, now let's start to talk about some of the feet with a combination of an attachment. So the machine comes with, in the kit, it comes with a clear foot. Now this is pretty much like the standard foot of the machine. The standard foot of the machine, oops, I dropped it, and it's clear, so it's hard to see. Here it is. So it's just like the standard foot that comes on the machine, but it's totally clear. Why is that an option? Why is that a great feature? Well, when you're stitching something down, have you ever tried to stitch down rickrack? You know it's hard to get both sides down there, to have it stick and stay and lie flat, or any kind of trim, a ribbon. The machine, the serger stitches down that ribbon just beautifully. And with the slot in the front, you can literally stitch that rickrack or ribbon or trim down and see exactly that you're hitting the sweet spot. Now I use the contrasting thread, but you can always use a matching or an invisible thread, and it's like that trim is magically floating on the top of the fabric. So the machine, oh my gosh, the Accolade also has an incredibly awesome decorative stitch. It's one of the only machines that has a serger that has a decorative stitch, and it's the exclusive wave stitch. See how pretty that is? Now, the foot, the clear foot, will help you place that exactly where you want it to be. The Baby Lock Accolade also does a cover stitch, and that's traditionally used for a cover hem. Well, when you do a cover hem, what you're doing is you're stitching on the top side of the fabric, and it's covering on the back of the fabric. So if you're stitching on the top, you want to make sure you're hitting that lip on the bottom, right? Well, it's not challenging if you have a seam guide. Of course it's coming in the foot kit, but you can adjust the seam guide to ride right along the fold of the edge of the fabric, and you can see exactly where it's going to be. If you use it in conjunction with the clear foot, you can literally see where that edge is, and you get perfect results every time. So the seam guide and the clear foot, another great combination. Let's dive into those attachments, shall we? Okay, so now let's talk about the belt loop binder. Okay, now a belt loop, well, you know what a belt loop is. It goes on your pants, right? You're thinking, how much use do I have to make belt loops? These belt loops go everywhere. Oh my gosh. Imagine you're sewing a tube, right? And you don't have to turn it right side out after you finish sewing the tube. So this is the belt loop binder. Now on the back, I've used that bulk stretch thread, right? So it's very soft on the back. So this would work as a great strap, right? What if, as you're sewing it, you add a little bit of elastic? Look at that. So if this is used as like a camisole strap, then, oh my goodness, it's going to stretch and hold right next to the body. But wait, there's more. This is the small one. It also comes with a larger one. This is the larger belt loop binder, and it makes a wider belt loop. What do I use these for? These make tremendous purse handles. Actually, as you're sewing it, what you can do is you can add a piece of stabilizer, ribbon into the belt loop, the wider belt loop, and you get incredibly sturdy. Want to see a real cool trick? Take the small one, put it on top of the large one, use fusible thread in the cover stitch looper, and look at that, an amazing purse handle that you didn't have to turn out, and it's going to last forever. So it can make your sewing much faster, easier, quicker, and more simplified. So that's the belt loop binder. Even if you never make a pair of pants, you're going to use this for a ton of stuff. There's just a few more. Let's dive in. I'm getting quite a pile here. Okay, so now the attachments, what they do is they literally manipulate the fabric before it gets into the machine. So you have a variety of different ones. Let's bring them out and see what they do. This is the single fold bias binder, and this is kind of what it looks like when you've stitched it. In this case, I've used a cover stitch, and here's the top of it. Now remember, you could use matching thread. One row of stitching is on top of the binding, one is off. But what happens is it covers that edge on the back. And I've used this on garments. It's an incredibly smooth, delicate, flat edge that's really comfortable to wear. So that's the single fold bias binder. Do we have a double fold? You had to ask. The double fold bias binder does pretty much the same thing with one difference. What it does is it turns that top edge under just like this one, but it also turns that back edge under. You've seen this binding. Quilts, the edge of a vintage apron, the edge of a skirt. So that's the narrow one. It comes with a wider one, of course, and here's what that one looks like. A little bit wider, a little bit more beefy, and as you sew, it stitches everything down. Pretty cool, right? There's only a few more. Let's see. Oh, the plain Hermer. Now this one is a Hermer, means it's going to turn up the edge. So as you're sewing, it turns up that edge, and here's the wider one. There's the wider one, and of course there's a narrower one as well. Here's the narrower one, so two sizes, and this, my friends, is a very elegant finish. Now, there's 86 different combinations of stitches on this machine, right? So on this with this Hermer, the narrow one, here it is on the top. I've just used the chain stitch on the back. I've used that Decora thread, which is really, really beautiful. Look at that beautiful chain stitch on the back. This edge is gorgeous. Now this one, I've used the cover stitch, and look how pretty that is. The same thread. Look at the different applications. So when you combine the different feet, the different attachments, the different threads, you're not going to have enough time to sew it all up. So let's see if I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. I think the Accolade is really just about the ultimate serger. You can do so much. Oh, I did forget something. Oh my gosh. It also comes with standard serger thread. Of course you're going to need that for all your serging applications. White is where the cover stitch part of the machine is. I've put the gray spools on where the overlock is, and it also comes with the black thread as well. So you have thread to start out to do your regular sewing, your decorative sewing, just about whatever. So I hope you enjoyed the overview. I've made a mess, but you know what? When you sew, if you haven't made a mess, I don't know if you're really having fun. Are you? I'm going to shoot it off to George. He's going to tell you a little bit more about the Accolade and a little bit more about the bundle, because this bundle, trust me, when he says there's a bundle that comes with the machine, you should be excited. Thanks for watching me today. I'm Cathy. This is Sewing Tech Talk. Take it away, George.
Thanks, Cathy. That was an incredible presentation, as always. You know, a serger can truly cut your sewing time by half. But so often, sergers are difficult to use, so you don't want to go to your serger. You try to do everything on your sewing machine. Now, Baby Lock invented the serger back in 1967, and they were the first to incorporate air threading. The Baby Lock Accolade actually has motorized threading that threads all the loopers with a burst of air. Plus, it has automatic thread delivery. That means there's no tension. So I can use it on all different weights of fabric, from denim to knit fabric to sheer fabric. I can work with thicker threads. I can work with woolly nylon thread, all these different threads, all these different fabrics without ever adjusting the tension. And that's what's truly amazing. Now, this serger is an 8-thread serger. So it actually is a serger and a cover hem all in one. Now, I can use all 8 threads at one time to work with heavy fabric or decorative fabric or ruffling. But I also can do a cover hem, which is what you see in a lot of activewear on very stretchy fabric, also for home deck. But it truly has everything, and it's the easiest to use because you never have to adjust the tension. Again, with all the threads, all the fabrics, you never have to adjust it. Now, the Baby Lock Accolade, we have a special package where it has a total retail value of $64.99. But right now, it's on sale for $39.99. We have interest-free payments of under $167 a month. We're offering free shipping across the country. But wait, for a limited time, we're offering a special bonus. Included with the Baby Lock Accolade is a 16-piece accessory kit that has all kinds of feet, like this binder feet or belt loop foot, the ruffling foot, also a foot that allow you to sew over a wire to make your own ribbon. You also can do sewing over beads and pearls. Also, there's one for sewing lace and many others. That's all included. Plus, we're including the inspirational guide, which is a step-by-step color book that walks you through every function, assuming you know nothing, and gives you all the information you need. We're including several thread collections, including this Decora box, which has 12-weight rayon thread, which is gorgeous on decorative edges for your different 2-thread or 3-thread decorative application. Plus, we're including a membership to Love of Knowledge that will show you all kinds of wonderful techniques and training on this machine. All this is included for under $167 a month, interest-free, or $39.99 if you want to pay for it. But don't wait. This is a limited offer. Click on the link to order this machine, or give us a call at 1-800-865-9664. Bye for now.